With arrogance, the title of a leader is a lonely road, and the arrogance of power is blind to its own downfall. Coming up. As some of you guys may know that recently Panyaza Lesufi has issued an ultimatum to undocumented immigrants in South Africa. Clearly, ANC has come to the end of its rope in as far as the issue of illegal immigrant is concerned.
Comrades, we can't have an informal settlement where over 65% of its citizens are undocumented foreign citizens in our own country. It must come to an end. We must be very firm on these things. And no one must characterize this otherwise. There is no country that can agree that you have people that you don't know who they are, where they come from, where they sleep, what they do, and they are in our country doing as they wish. That period of honeymoon must come to an end. We must be very firm. You document yourself or you leave us in peace. Our hospitals are overflowing when South Africans are requested to come with an ID document to identify themselves. They don't have to identify themselves but expect to be serviced.
So guys, what South Africans and illegal immigrants should understand about the issue of illegal immigrants in this country, especially being assisted in the hospitals, South African hospitals, is that each time when illegal immigrants is receiving medical attention, medical service in South African hospitals, that service is not budgeted for. So that means that service is chipping on the budget that is put aside for South African citizens and legal immigrants, those who are legally in South Africa, working in South Africa, for instance. It's more like when you are having a family of 4, for instance, I'm making an example, and maybe your monthly budget for your grocery is 5,000 Rand, I'm making an example. But you find that during the month, you involve children from next door to come and have their breakfast, lunch, and supper in this house. Obviously, that family, that house will run at a loss, will definitely run at a loss in as far as the 5,000 budget is concerned. So that's exactly what is happening in South African hospitals when they serve illegal immigrants. And South African hospitals are packed with illegal immigrants. So it became so bad to a point where the South African government had to involve or had to engage the diplomatic effort, like they had to involve SADC, including Zimbabwe, to reimburse South African hospitals and provinces like Limpopo, for instance, and the rest of the province, but to no avail. SADC, Zimbabweans were not ready to assist South African government reimbursing them for the illegal immigrants, millions of them that belongs to those SADC countries. And it is not that SADC leaders don't have money, okay, to reimburse South Africa. They have, because they do come, those leaders do come to South Africa seeking medical attention and pay millions, but where? Private hospitals. You see?
Does it mean that diplomatic efforts between South Africa and Zimbabwe or any other country for that argument are failing?
You know, we have been discussing these things at a National Health Council level for years. We have been asking that we must be reimbursed as the South African government, especially provinces like ours, which are bordering, and provinces like Gauteng. Our SADC partners are willing to pay private hospitals in these countries millions of rands, but they are not willing to reimburse the state hospitals, which is attending to the millions of their citizens. I have just this morning a domestic worker whose son, 17-year-old, fractured their leg while playing soccer, and it's on a waiting list to be operated, and he must go and write his exams, and he can't because he's waiting list. When I check who is before him, it's foreign illegal nationals, and this is a problem for us.
So South African government have been engaging with SADC leaders, including Zimbabwean president, of course, pertaining the issue of illegal immigrants in South Africa. And guys, what amazed me is the attitude and the arrogance of Zimbabwean president Emmerson Mnangagwa. That guy is so full of himself, you've got no idea. His attitude and arrogance is stinking to a point where Gwede Mantashe had to call him and tell him straight that, comrade, you are a selfish bastard. Listen to this.
The MEC of Health in Limpopo on a rant as her department struggled to provide health services to South Africans and foreign nationals. The MEC is not budging.
If you were with me in the morning when we started with the first patient who was involved in an accident and was even proud to say, I got an accident in Harare, but I was told that there is a Dr. Popi in the province who brings specialists in this rural hospital by my brother, who is, the brother is also illegal in the country. I came and get the operation. Those are the videos that will not be taken and trend.
Behind the scenes, similar frustrations from the ANC National Chairperson, Gwede Mantashe, during this conversation.
You think about yourself, you don't think about the broader society and implications.
Is it an accusation or what?
I'm accusing you because you are shaking with anger. And I'm saying that anger is selfish.
Okay, okay, thank you for being the judge of what anger is and who should be angry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and you hold the national position.
I hold a national position, and therefore I have a responsibility on my people. Okay.
And I'm not your people.
Forget about South Africans. No, listen. You want me to forget about South Africans and be absorbed into the plight of Zimbabweans? That is selfish, comrade.
The South African government has been lambasted for failing to take a tough position against the Zimbabwean government concerning the political and economic situation that has led to the citizens of Zimbabwe flocking to South Africa. SADC has also come under fire for failure to address the Zimbabwe question. On its part, the government of Zimbabwe has dismissed views that there is a crisis in that country.
Yes, South Africa. So what do you think? Let me hear your comment below, and of course, if you are coming for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe.